Stop buying those pre-made wraps that are usually low in nutrition. If you're on a plant-based diet and you want to eat more protein, or if you're simply trying to eat healthier, you need to make these high-protein spinach tortillas and make your own nutrition-packed wraps. Not only is this high in protein, but it's also super nutritious with so many health benefits that I will get into in just a second. Let me show you how to make it. So, for these high-protein spinach tortillas, you'll need to make a nutritious batter. You'll need a food processor, or you can also use your blender, which will work just fine for this. You're going to add in all your dry ingredients first, which is 1/4 cup of chickpea flour. And chickpea flour is higher in protein than other flours. It actually contains 21 grams of protein per 1 cup of chickpea flour. Then you'll add 1/4 cup of tapioca flour, and this is what's going to slightly change the consistency, but more importantly, this is what will make your spinach tortillas more pliable so they're easy to wrap without tearing them. Then you'll add 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. And if you're unfamiliar with nutritional yeast, it is an ingredient that is a staple in the plant-based vegan community because it adds cheese-like flavor to anything you're cooking without actually having to use regular cheese. So nutritional yeast is a plant-based protein that typically comes in flakes, and it's also nutritious because 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast contains 5 grams of protein and 2 grams of fiber, and it's an excellent source of B vitamins like niacin and B12. Next, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds, which are also nutritious and contain 3 grams of protein in just 1 tablespoon and are also a great source of magnesium and other micronutrients. Then you'll need a teaspoon of salt. And you're going to start with 3/4 cup of water. And I say start with this because you can always add more water if your batter is too thick. Now you'll add in a couple of handfuls of spinach, and spinach is a nutrient-rich vegetable. It packs high amounts of vitamin C, vitamin K, folic acid, iron, and calcium. And then you're just going to blend it all up until it's smooth without chunks of spinach or clumps of flour. And you're looking for a batter that's a little thinner than pancake batter. So it should be runny and not thick when you're pouring your batter into your pan. Remember, if you find that your batter is too thick, you can always add a little more water to your batter. And make sure you blend it all together really well before pouring the batter into your pan. So you're going to spray your pan with oil, and I used avocado oil, but you can use any kind of oil that you like. Then you're just going to pour your batter in the middle of your pan, and then you'll tilt your pan around to spread the batter evenly throughout your pan. So you're basically going to cook these tortillas just like you would cook pancakes. They don't take a whole lot of time to cook, so you might want to keep a close eye on them. And once they start to bubble up and the edges start to slightly crisp, that's when you flip them over and cook the other side. And then you'll just repeat this process until you've used up all your batter. So usually I'm able to make about 4 to 5 tortillas with my recipe, and I sometimes put them in a Ziploc bag and store them in my refrigerator so I can have them on hand to make wraps or burritos during the week. Or you can also freeze these to use them later and just thaw them out when you're ready to use them. But when I freeze these, I usually insert a piece of parchment paper in between each tortilla to keep them from sticking together when they're frozen. I use these tortillas to make wraps or burritos for me and my kids, and I had this leftover quinoa mixture that I previously made. It's just basically quinoa, spinach, tomatoes, onions, and seasonings. And don't worry, I'll show you how to make this in the near future. I'm sure you'll see this quinoa mixture again in my future videos because I do make this quite frequently. Because quinoa is a great source of plant-based protein. It actually contains 8 grams of protein per 1 cup of quinoa, so that's really good. But for your filling, you can just use regular cooked quinoa and maybe add some chickpeas or tofu or beans or whatever you like, as long as you choose ingredients that are good sources of protein. So to get the full 8 grams of protein from the quinoa, I try to use about 1 cup of this quinoa mixture in my wrap, and then you just roll it up. Or you can wrap it up like a burrito if you want, and there you have it, your nutrition-packed, high-protein spinach wrap. I know you will love this recipe as much as my kids and I do, and this is the perfect way to incorporate protein and nutrients in your kids' diet too. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you try it. See you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And you might want to check out these other videos on my channel.